Remember, friends, every good gift, every perfect gift comes from above, gifts from the Father of lights, with whom there is no shadow of variation. So true to character is God. God chose to birth us by the word of truth, so that we are the first fruits among God's creatures. Oh, and mark this well now, dear siblings, we should also be quick to listen, slow to speak, and even slower to anger. For acting out of anger rarely results in God's righteousness. Oh, and this, let us be humble and step aside from the sort of life that is without a moral compass and that delights in wrongdoing. Instead, look within for that word of truth that's planted deep within our core being. This word of truth has the power to save us. And we must be doers of the word, and not only hearers who can deceive ourselves, kidding ourselves we're on the right track when we haven't even moved. Those who hear but don't do the word are like someone who looks at their face in a mirror for an instant and then walks away and immediately forgets what they are like. But the ones who instead look at God's Torah, this perfect way of living, God's law of freedom, and then act on it, these are the ones who don't forget. Because this perfect law of God, this dream of God, when it is lived in daily action, harvests blessings in everything they do. If anyone thinks that by talking a good game they are religious, they are deceiving themselves. That is a religion of hot air. True faith, the sort that God delights in, is this: to care for widows and orphans, the homeless, the loveless, the lost, the last, the least in their distress, and to live a life that is free from the stain of corruption. This is the witness to God's dream from the early church.
Thanks be to God.
Thanks be to God indeed.